If you're tuning in after the live, I greatly appreciate you tuning in. Please, 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 I'm going to put my hat on because the wind is very gusty and it's making it go in my eyes. Um, but please make sure to hit that like button. And if you've been watching the last few days while I've been gone, I appreciate you tuning in. I've missed more than you could even imagine doing these lives. I did not know that was going to be an issue, but as the internet service that I had was probably worse than dial-up back in the day. But anyhow, I want to get into saying hi to everybody and see how many people tune in. But we have a very, very important update here right now. As we can see, XRP is at 63 cents. We're firmly in the demand zone, and we'll get into this as we get into the update here, or the live. But I want to get into the intro. I want to say hi to everybody. Let me get this looking a little clearer. That looks a little, yeah, much better. So, good early, or good mid-afternoon, 1:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, August 10th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I want to thank everybody, 25 people here already. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's a little early, but I wanted to come on. I couldn't resist. 17 likes already. Thank you so much. Let me just see everybody commenting as I've got the tablet is now about, or my phone set up here. I had to set it back to the proper internet here. So let me just say hi to anybody who's here. I don't anticipate a huge audience here because it's such a weird time. But anyhow, Sad, welcome in. Russell, good afternoon. Richard, welcome in. Brian Brubaker, welcome in. What's up from Catalina Island? Welcome in, my friend. JBHK, welcome. Yes, it was a very nice trip. It was nice to spend some time with Julie, the kids, her mom, sister, and the niece and nephews. JB Blaza, welcome. We've got Diaz in here. Simon Weston, welcome in. Jordan English, good afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Senior caught. Oh, I caught a largemouth bass. It was over 2 feet long. I was just about, honestly, it was like an hour from my house where I live. Nowhere far away. It's only about an hour away. It was near White Lake. It was near White Lake. So, let's get into this, everybody. I'm just appreciative that 34 people are already here and we just got started. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, we're going to have FOMO, we're doing our winning Wednesdays today, or Winners Wednesday, because we're winners here, but we're going to buy our $75 worth of algo today. I will be doing a normal live at like 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just wanted to do one now so we could touch base on what was going on with the XRP chart, and so that I could really be reacquainted with the audience, because it was not easy to be away. I actually missed it a lot. So yeah. So here we go. Daniel, welcome in from Alabama. Welcome. I really appreciate you tuning in. So XRP right now, as you see in the title, I talked about the demand zone. The demand zone right now is firmly around the 60 to 63 cent area. And what that means is we've got buyers stacked up in these areas. So to me, coming down to 63 cents was a perfect come down, even 62, all the way down. We have enough room down to about 613. I would say anywhere between 63 and 61 is the demand zone. That's where you're going to have buyers stacked up if you're going to hold. If you break below the demand zone, especially if you got rejected at the broadening wedge breakdown at 613, which was that falling channel support is actually at right now, this is going to be a big problem for everybody if this were to happen. This could very well bring us down. And it might even come down below 585. That's where you could come down to the ascending triangle breakdown. Well, it's the breakout, but you could break down and retest it for the first time. Now, you would have to get past 585, but when you come all the way up here with a volatile move like this, and then you come back, this would give you a little bit more volatility to come down, but this still looks like a W reversal. It's a standard operating procedure. It came back down really to the neckline of the W reversal here right now. We got a little more room we could come, but right now we're going to look to see if a reversal took place here, a double bottom at 624. But we won't know that until a couple more candles down. 44 people here now. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit that like button. Southwest Pennsylvania Diggers, welcome in. Rockin' Painter, oh Captain, my Captain, it's great to be back. It's great to be back, everybody, in the lives. I was still doing updates, but it's a lot different than doing the lives, and I missed the lives. So hopefully everybody will get back in the loop. We'll start joining us here on the lives, and it'll be a spectacular thing. But right now we're just going to talk about the immediate pattern. XRP Tribe, welcome in. Hey Tom, looks nice day. It's hot as shit in Florida. Yeah, it's actually really nice here today. It's real cool out here today. I can't complain. It's a beautiful day. Play and Go, welcome in from Norway. Excellent. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tony Carter, hashtag Mother's Second Choice, M2C. Mr. Carter, welcome in. Greatly appreciate seeing you in the audience. So what we've been working on here, as we can see in the 30-minute time frame, we got a little bit of a reversal possibly going on here. But what we're really working on here is we had, as we know, we had a death cross here in the 4-hourly, and we're trying to invalidate this. But we need to get on and hold the 635. Otherwise, this push-up we had up here at about almost 67 cents, this is where we needed to get above to confirm the short-term reversal. As of right now, we got rejected. We're trying to hold the support down here on the 20-day and the 4-hourly, but as of right now, we're using it as a resistance. So that's why it becomes a little bit of an urgent matter here. Tony Carter, it's 4 a.m. there. Wow. I appreciate the dedication, my friend. That's amazing. I really appreciate that. Mario Luis Williams C. Welcome in all the way from South Africa. I greatly appreciate you. Sardar, welcome in. Good evening, my friend, or good mid-afternoon, my friend. So, thank you, Ruben. Salute to you as well. Well, I didn't think there would be 45 people here right now. I really didn't. I just figured I'd come on. I would surprise some people, get back into the lives, talk to everybody. And I thought I was going to go low-key here, and I thought maybe 5 or 10 people might notice it until it actually got released. Yeah, make sure to hit that like button, as Tony Carter said. So, good late morning to you, OMC, and welcome in. I greatly appreciate you tuning in. So, the bottom line is here, everybody. What we're looking for. We're looking to try to reverse back up. We need to get back above the 20-day. We can come back down to support, but we don't really want to break below the 613 at all. I would be more comfortable, and you would be more comfortable, I would imagine, if XRP stays in this formation. And this is the reversal candle on a double bottom. We're not getting any volume in, though. We're trying to find some kind of volume here as well. It's just not transpiring. It looks like a W could be pushing in right now, a W reversal, if it can form a little bit higher up. Ryan Brubaker, sorry my chat menu not working, but yeah, Catalina is beautiful. No problem, no problem. Joe Ramrod, welcome in. Not a whole lot, my friend. Just doing, I just wanted to come on for about 20-25 minutes here and talk to everybody. And we'll do our normal live. We'll do our normal live at 7:30 or 7:07. I appreciate that greatly, Diaz. I know this is a bad time for me to come on live. I know. That's why I usually come on at like 7:07 p.m., somewhere around there. Because most of the audience, it's an easier viewing time. But I just figured we'd do a live update together right here. As it's a live, but I'm sick of the premieres. I don't like to make everybody wait, but I had to do premiere settings for one reason. Because I didn't know when the update was going to come out. Because I had such a slow internet, so I was releasing them as premieres so you guys could actually get them. So now it'll be just updates or release. You won't have to wait for the premiere or anything like that. And then the lives, you know, you'll be able to see. Yeah, JB, I don't like the premieres at all. Don't like the premieres. But I had to do them. I couldn't do a live when I was gone. I tried to do a live and the service was awful. Very bad. So I was doing the premieres just so I could talk to everybody, but I'm not a fan of the premieres. You're welcome, JB. Yeah, I was just trying to stay in tune with everybody, but you understand the premieres, it's not, I mean, it's an update. So the only problem with the premiere is then you got to wait for it to come out. You got the countdown. And yeah, you can talk to me in the chat, but it's not the same. You're trying to watch the video. So But it was fun. It was a fun little experience. But I'll tell you what, I'm more of a fan of going live for the one time a day and then doing my 5 or 6 updates a day, and you guys just get them and watch them when you get them. We build a chemistry in here with the live. So 100 million long at 28K on Bitcoin. Did you hear about that? No, I haven't been paying attention to Bitcoin since I got back home. We'll have to do some research here. Oh, 39,000, my bad. 100 million long. Yeah, 29,000. Yeah, at 29,000. Yeah, there was longs that were taken at 29,000 on the consolidation down. We had a nice consolidation down on Bitcoin to the broadening wedge. And there was a massive, down here, we had massive longs open somewhere between 28.5 and 29, but there was a massive down here. We've got some, we have buy orders down at 29K right now. I noticed on the order book earlier. But Bitcoin right now is fighting with itself because in the 30-minute, if it forms this death cross, it could start forming back down. So right now we're in a volatile spot for not just Bitcoin, but for XRP. Baby kitty just went by. The volatileness with XRP is right now we need to reverse in the 30-minute time frame, and we need to start pushing up and getting back above the 200-day up here. That's about 636. Otherwise, we're going to run the risk in the 4-hourly. And if you're just tuning in, I know it might take a while for everybody to get in today, if they're even going to tune in, because this is not my normal time. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. But if you just tuned in, we're in the supply. Let me go back to the other chart. We're in the supply zone or the demand zone, whatever you want to call it. The demand zone, I think between 613 and about 63 cents is that supply or demand zone, whatever you want to classify it as. But basically, it's where you have a bunch of buyers that could be stacking up in here on a retracement. But really, this is the zone in here. Between 61 and 63, I would say, is a decent shot at the supply zone or demand zone. If it breaks below there and gets resistance on this area, let me pull my arrow out. You'd be looking at a rejection here if it broke down. You'd be looking at first target 585. I don't think 597 would hold in this scenario, and I could be wrong. But if it does break this double bottom here that was at the bottom of the channel, the next target, I think, would be at 585 area. That is the, in the weekly time frame, if we look at the cup and handle pattern, which we can pull it out here just so we can see, or in the daily just so you can see it. This is the cup and handle formation. So, this volatile swing down here, let me get rid of this and get a new drawing tool, because it's going to get a little hard to see everything because I got all my drawing tools going everywhere. So, hold on one sec. Just got to wait for the right. There we go. Okay. So this is the cup and handle. We started here back in March of 22, came all the way around, swung around, completed the cup. Now we're trying to put the bullish handle in. Right now, 597 is fine. 585 is where I thought it was going to go. But where it hit, I'm not going to kill myself over a half a cent from not hitting it, or 3/4 of a cent. But if it does break down, and let's just say we lost the 585, that's where you could see, and let me bring it back. This is where you could see, because we broke out of an ascending triangle, if it wanted to come back farther because of how we already made a nice little run up, it's possible that at 585, if it came down, wouldn't hold, and you would actually come down to the ascending triangle breakout point. Now, I still think 585 gives you a legitimate chance of a breakout. Even where we hit now, that's a legitimate chance. As long as we don't break the supply or the demand zone, whatever you want to call it. We'll call it the demand zone. As long as you don't break the demand zone and come below the 613 and use it as resistance, this is a very nice spot to have a nice breakout. But like I said, if you break below this zone, this is how you would end up having a bigger drop. But if you hold the supply zone, I measured it out to be about a 13.6% move to the top side to about between 73 and 70. I guess you could say between 70 and 75, but really between 73 and 75 cents if you could break out of this area. Is he? How is he? Happy? Oh, okay. Let's see. Asking to appeal is not... No, they're just asking for... They asked if there's grounds to appeal, basically, is all they did. Simon Weston, 100% Judge Stress could always reject. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ryan, think Gemini is going to affect the price of XRP, not so much with Coinbase. I mean, Gemini will, but remember, Gemini right now is only allowed deposits of XRP onto the exchange. You can't actually buy XRP yet. You can only deposit them, which means they're building their liquidity pool. So if anything positive was to come of Gemini, it would not be right now. You would have to wait until this liquidity pool fills up. But yeah, in the future, the more people that are allowing XRP purchases, the better. JB Blaze, the appeal is to see if institutions have to buy XRP on exchanges, not if XRP is a security. It's merely, yeah, no, it is. It's a stall tactic. But like I tell everybody, with this part of it, it's still SEC versus Ripple. Even if it's against Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, they're still attached to Ripple. So with this particular part, though, they're going to see if institutional investors have to buy it by way like us on the normal crypto exchanges, or they can buy it behind the back wall. They can buy it on a separate, where the rich people go, let's just say, or the institutions. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. But that's going to take us out like I prophesized. We're not going to get a resolution to that part until like 2025. And I've stood firm with that since 2021. That's not a surprise if you're part of this community. OMC 2016-ish. Blank. Hold, they say. Hodl, they say. Oh, it's 2018 patience and well, I wasn't of the hodler mindset until you get into a bear market, which we're in right now. So I was firmly for selling, and I told everybody to sell in 2021 at $1.66. We had an average of 47 cents. And I told everybody you got to make a very difficult decision here, and we got to sell because it's the end of a bull market. We bought back in the midst of the bear market at 34.6. So, I mean, right now it's painful. And if it comes down farther, it will be less painful because I would still like to see it come down below my buy-in by 20%. I know it's crazy. 75 people in here now. Wow, I commend all of you. Make sure to hit that like button. Only 47 likes. I think we can do better than that. If we get more likes, it'll help YouTube push us through the algorithm. And also to force them to share my content. But if you appreciate what I do, make sure to hit that like button. I do all my content for free. Unless you want to send a YouTube super chat, that's up to you. But I firmly believe you should just hit the like button as it's free. Or you can join Tom's Army. But again, it's free. Just hit the like button. So thank you all for tuning in and giving me a shot today. My first day back home with some real internet here so we could go live. I've missed talking to each and every one of you. Said gonna place an order on 0.595. Interesting. 595 is an interesting spot. If it comes down here, I don't know if it's gonna hold this 595 again. I think it would come down to 585 if it comes down that far. But we have to see. It would have to break back within what looks like a falling channel, as we've been talking about. It looks like it formed here. And we've been using the wick pull-ups here. That's how we got this area. But we've also got, in the short term, I mean, we really don't have any formation here. There's nothing. We're basically just stalled out here. We have pulled back through. In the 2 hourly, we're getting rejected by the 20-day. We're getting rejected in every single time frame right now. But right now in the 1 hourly, we're trying to push back up here, but we'll see. We need to get above here. We need to get above that 631 first step. 30 minutes finally popping back above. It's above the 631. But that's where we need to hold. If we can hold that and start pushing back up, then we need to get above 641. If we start getting above 641, because I firmly believe this is like the supplier demand zone, this is where people are buying right now. So this is a prototypical touchdown. And unless we break through this, I think we have higher ambitions still. It's just if we do come through the demand zone, then it's an issue. Then you might have to come all the way down to 55 cents. Where the people from Catalina go, I don't know. I'm sure they're still in here, Blaze or JB Blaze. So, and then if we look at the weekly, the only other thing I want to point out real quickly, why I think that we're still not in a bearish cycle is because this volume portfolio is just going nuts. It's down so much from the top. We had a 94% move in this weekly. We had 518 million. Start consolidating, 312. Now we start breaking down, 165 million for the whole week. And now this week, we've only got 3 days and 6 hours left. And in this whole weekly candle, now we've only put in 99.8 million. So it makes it hard for me to believe that we're actually breaking down here. I think this is a bullish consolidation as you have crashing price, crashing volume. That's a setup for a bullish reversal. The fact we have that weekly cup and handle that's finished, and now it looks like we're putting the bullish handle on the cup. We're on the top side of this falling channel still. We did break down below the bull flag, but in order to get back into the bull flag properly, we're going to have to break back up above 67 cents. And then we might be able to bounce back up. But that is what we have to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Brian, honestly, just relaxing on Catalina. So happy not to be at work. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kryptonian, welcome in. Messi, good live time for Europe. I appreciate that. Yeah, I figured I would come on now. I really didn't expect to see a lot of people. I was saying maybe, I don't know, I always speculate, but not being on a live for 2 days and being on at a random time starting at 1:57 instead of 7 o'clock or whatever I normally start at 7:07. I'm really, honestly, you guys are awesome. We have 90 people in it now. I was going to say 75. 65 likes. Make sure to hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. I can't believe there's 90 people in here right now. Huh? Yeah, and it's a weird time to be on right now. This audience is awesome. Now listen, everybody. Remember we talked about this. What did we talk about this candle formation, everybody? We're going to do a teaching moment right here. What is this formation? What is this? What kind of candle is that? Ooh. Ooh. Percent comes in early. But it is I was thinking more of the doji candles, but yeah, hammer candle. What kind of doji? Yes, but would you consider this a long leg doji or would you consider it a dragonfly? Because we know it's not. Well, there's a lot of comments here. It's not a gravestone doji. I'm sorry, I'm trying to follow all the comments on my phone, as you know. JBHK said hit the like button. Percent Better says it's a hammer. Some are saying it's a doji, but what kind of doji? Do you think it's a dragonfly or do you think it's a long leg? I think it's, well, I'll say my opinion in a second. He's back in Michigan. Yes, I am, Darren. Back in the great state of Michigan. Let me tell you, I missed all of you. It's very hard for me not to be live. P.S. Spinning top. I can accept that. Because I'm a genuine guy, people are going to follow you. I appreciate that, Sad. I really appreciate that. This is time we have out coffee. Montana free. Yep. This is the time we have our coffee. Perfect. See, it is a good time to come on. Dragonfly, right leg. Miss you too, mate. Yep. We'll be talking soon. Diaz, doji. If we're talking dojis, it's lining up more like a dragonfly. If you're looking for more of a long leg doji, which it could still form, I think more of the long leg doji here. Let me pull this out in the daily. The long leg one, I think you'd be better off right here would be long legged. I think this is more of a dragonfly. If it's a dragonfly, this should indicate top heavy pressure here. As long as we don't start falling down here, this could signal that we're about to have a buy candle here to the next in the next daily. If this finishes like this, top heavy, I would be okay with saying that lining up as a dragonfly doji. But I would like it to be pulled up a little higher. And I'd like this to squeeze up just a little bit so that we don't run into the risk of having something like this form. But right now it's looking okay. Let's look in the 4 hourly. I mean, if you look at it in the 4 hourly, it really could be signaling that we're starting to reverse here, like we're running out of steam here. Like this is the time to start reversing. We'll see. We will see. So in the 30-minute, we've had a little bit of upward pressure. We know we're trying to first level stay above 631 and then get above 641, as that would be a major reversal here. That view really shows the dragonfly. I think so. I think so. I really think it showed the dragonfly well, in the daily we could see it a little bit, but in the 4 hourly, you can see it right here. This is a nice one. That's a nice dragonfly right here. That's a lot of top. Oh yeah, percent. That's why I pulled it back here. That's a beautiful setup in the 4 hourly. You can see it a lot easier. That's what it looks like the daily's trying to set up though. So when I always say I like to teach for free, I try to find moments so that I can teach pattern formations. Like a beautiful long leg doji is right here. This is a nice one. You basically have equal shadowing, mainly in the middle. I mean, this does look like it's trying to set up a reversal candle right in front of our very eyes here in the 4 hourly. This could be setting up a reversal. We could, in the daily, we could very well hang around this area until after the daily. Oh, I appreciate that percent better. I really do. Laugh loud, I don't know-ish. I just recalled something Tom said in the past. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. You were thinking of the long leg doji. I know what you're talking about now. The long leg doji. I commend you for saying the right leg. You were almost there. You got close. 95 people, 81 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I honestly, there's 3 times as many people here right now as I thought were going to be here. Overall, my sentiment, I am more bullish than bearish right now for 3 reasons. One, the weekly volume is crashing. So we've had a 36% breakdown from the swing low, and the weekly volume is crashing. Let me get to the weekly. The weekly volume's crashing. Started at 530 something million, has crashed all the way down to the current week at 99.8 million. Still 3 days to go though. Last full weekly candle was 165.5 million. Between the weekly cup and handle that we can clearly see forming, the weekly handle, the bullish handle on the cup trying to form as well. If this holds anywhere from 55 and up, that would be a bullish handle on the cup. It would confirm the ascending triangle breakout, but I don't really want to go down there. I would just like to confirm the double top breakout at 585. It already came close enough at 596. We don't want to go back down there. I would rather just break up now, but I still feel it's more bullish because the volume, crashing price. You follow the volume. Volume will dictate price. So volume dictate price action. Well, with no volume, I find it hard to believe this pattern is just going to break all the way through. If it did, we'd have bigger problems. But this reeks of a bullish reversal in the making. It very well could have already started. We have in the daily now, you can clearly see the dragonfly candle forming. This is a bullish candle formation. This means that we have more buyers in the area. There's not as many sellers. So we'll see. We'll see if this daily candle for the next 5 hours and 33 minutes, for transparency purposes, that means if this is a dragonfly candle, a doji, it's going to stay in this area the rest of this for the next 5 hours and 33 minutes. It's going to be a snooze fest. You're likely going to go anywhere between 641, maybe break to the top of your, like maybe you might be able to push up a little bit farther, but on these kind of candles, or with the doji candle, the dragonfly, it's not going to be very high. Oh, these news stories that are coming out with everybody thinking that it's a full-on SEC trial again and all this other stuff. I think it added the liquidity we needed. I think price dictates the news though, like the charts. So I think the news conveniently comes out when the charts are doing what they're already going to do, so they disguise it. But it definitely caused some sell pressure. No doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. We needed a liquidity grab. There was not a lot of sell pressure, as we know. And how convenient was it for it that they announced some of the appeals by the SEC that they're at least trying to look into. And they talked about, out of the Southern District of New York, the other judge that ruled against and wouldn't use the findings of the XRP case when it came to another law, another case by the SEC. That definitely caused downward pressure, and that is directly involved with how we got the 597. We had no volume on this breakdown, guys and gals. Look at this daily volume. Look at the daily volume. This, if you're asking me if I'm bearish or bullish, I'm more bullish than bearish for this one reason, even if I don't have to look at anything else. Well, one, we had a golden cross in the weekly for the first time since, November of 2020? That is huge. A weekly, we have a cup and handle as well that took 2 years to form. We have crashing volume, crashing price. Look at the daily. I know we looked at the weekly. Look at the daily. That's a daily candle. 202 million in one day. Now you start to look at the breakdown volume. Let's look at this big massive. Look at the big massive candles. 25.7 million. JBHK, Tom, I have to go away for a moment. My neighbor is pissing me off. No problem. You go take care of business. We're also going to be watching this in a minute. This is our next video. We've been covering this together. This is from 3 hours ago. Remember the victim of the XRP ledger, or not the XRP ledger, but the ledger on Atom Wallet? We're going to be looking more into that because we need to make sure that there isn't more to this story, because I believe this is much more than meets the eye right now. So I was just early covering it and I got a lot of criticism. The crypto winter is such BS. No, don't look at it that way. I'd be killing. This is the time we accumulate and we make exponential growth in our wealth. Lackey, I love H-bar. In fact, on H-bar, we'll go back to XRP in a sec. I like to move around with the comments, as you can see. If you appreciate what I'm doing, join Tom's Army, as I do this all for free. No paid advertisement, paid promotions, or paid sponsorships of any kind. She did not buy it on Amazon. She bought it on a different party. Somebody she's been using for 13 years. I don't think it was Amazon. Hey, I'm not here to debate whether or not it got hacked. I'm just giving you information. There's one thing you can't debate. They put up back. Well, we're not even going to get into it. I'm just sharing what she's saying. You guys can say what you want. Like I said, this is a non-biased discussion for me because I don't own a ledger. And I don't own any kind of private wallet or anything like that. It was a third-party purchase, yes. So, H-bar, we did 9 weekly purchases. And you guys don't have to believe her, but this is being investigated. This is being investigated, but listen, you guys are all saying third-party, no hack. You want to know what you guys are missing the point on? And I'll be very blunt with everybody. You want to know what you're missing the point of? How did the ledger react? Forget if she's delusional. See how they're reacting if you have a problem. You guys are getting so caught up for no reason. I never said whether she was credible or not. It's just, don't you think you should listen to the information? Even if it's a third party. How many of you in my audience have bought your ledgers off of Amazon? That's been widely publicized that people were promoting the ledger being bought on Amazon and other stations for years. And they said as long as you bought it from certain providers, it was fine. Because wholesalers sell on Amazon. And the part that pisses me off that everybody's looking up, that everybody's not paying attention to, they didn't help her. If you're on the ledger and you have a problem, whether it's legitimate or not, don't you want to be helped on the ledger? That's what everybody's missing. So when you have a problem next time, remember, the ledger didn't want to help her at all. Didn't want to divulge the information. I guarantee most of you talking the big game right now. What if something happens to your ledger? Don't you want to know how to deal with it? Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, what does it matter where you buy it? If you have to remember a passphrase or you have to remember a lock key, it's got to go into a database somewhere. Right now, it's speculation. But I'm more interested not on what she's saying. I'm more interested with the fact the ledger did nothing. I'm just saying, I'm not saying whether or not she's right or wrong, Mark. I'm saying this could be a catalyst for something bigger. It's not necessarily on face value. We need to see how it's handled, that's all. So, but like I've said from the beginning, if you're going to use a wallet, don't use Amazon, don't use a third party, don't use eBay, don't buy it from your neighbor, don't buy it from your parents, buy it off of the actual seller. Only from the person making the ledger hardware. You buy it directly from them. You don't want any more eyes on it, nothing. You just want to buy it directly. Forget Amazon, forget PayPal, forget anywhere else that anybody can buy it. Forget it as a birthday present. If you get a ledger as a birthday gift, I would throw it in the garbage. Even if it's somebody you can trust, because you never know. You can never know. So, that's just my opinion. And plus, if I was going to go with the wallet, I'm just being honest with everybody, I wouldn't be going with, now what the hell was the wallet she used? I just said it like 5 times now, I can't remember. And what she used, the Atomic wallet or whatever. She had her ledger on the Atomic wallet. If it was me, if I was forced to use a wallet, I'm using the Zoom wallet. XUMM. XUMM. That's all I'd be using. If I was forced to use a wallet, I think that's what I would use. Yeah, she absolutely bought it from a third party, and that's where you have to shake your head at it. I'm not interested in her story. Everybody's missing the point. I'm interested in the ledger. I'm just interested in how the ledger handles it. The only thing that concerns me is they didn't tell her that anything was transferred, whether it was third party or not. You know, I would like to have them at least be transparent. That's all. It sure is, Yosef. Thank you, JBK. That's it. Yep, I agree. That's why Atom wallet, I would not. The Atomic wallet, it's interesting. May have saved her seed phrase digitally on her laptop, but no. She said if you watch her video, she didn't save it, and she knows how to check her laptop to see if anybody's hacked into it. So yeah, I don't have big thoughts on any of them. Like I said, I am on Uphold, and everybody talks about how the exchanges they don't trust. Uphold is not a typical exchange. They are more of a broker or brokerage firm instead of a crypto exchange, because they deal with precious metals. You can get delivery of gold and silver. You can buy into the NASDAQ and other things like that. They have more. That's exactly it, Darren. She very well could have. But anyhow, we'll play the rest of her video, and we'll see what she released today, and we're going to see. Like I said, one way or the other, we have to be non-biased and use no emotion and see what she's saying. Eventually, if she's lying, she's going to slip up. And we've seen some things that we don't like the third party. That's a big no-no. Anybody who acts like they know anything about crypto, you know, if you're watching me, you do not buy from a third party if you're going to use a ledger or a wallet. The last thing you would do is buy it from a third party. You buy it directly, and you are the first source. You are the only one who gets it. You're not sending it to a family member. You're not getting it as a birthday or Christmas gift. You've got to be direct uno. So anyhow, with H-Bar, we bought an H-Bar. Somebody asked if I like H-Bar. We did FOMO Fridays for 9 weeks on H-Bar. Spent $527 at about a 5.2 cent average, starting in late May until we got done, and we spent $527, got 10,057 tokens. With H-Bar, I'm a big believer, and that's why I wanted to do it with the community. We're looking first level to hold 575, as we knew we had to consolidate. This is a very big pivot level. If we hold 575, we should be able to pop up, as we already made this first move, but now we got to pop up and have the next volatile move and use the consolidation and hold the top of this channel at 622. That's going to be the most important level for H-Bar. Otherwise, if we come back below 527, we very well could run the risk of hitting 548 and then possibly 497 again, as we could be a little weak. But for the response, I absolutely love H-Bar, and a lot of people say it's direct competition with XRP. Bring it. XRP, XLM, XDC, we have equal weight in all three. We have DGB, we have VeChain, and ZIL. We have Casper so far, which we're doing on FOMO Fridays tomorrow. We're acquiring Algo, which will be our 4th purchase today. We're doing our Winning Wednesdays, but we have to do it today instead of yesterday because I didn't have good enough internet signal where I was at, and I couldn't even do an update after 6 p.m. because the internet went out for like 8 hours. They had TVs and everything. It was a fun time. Miss Vicky, welcome in. Awesome to see you in here, love. Hello, welcome home, Tom. I hope you and your family had an awesome... We had a great time. Sad to see it end, but we were just in a log cabin. It was like a rustic living. It was a log cabin out on 5 acres, and you know, Julie wanted to go there. It's our first vacation together with the kids since Julie's accident in when the heck was her accident now? 2020? Was it 2020 or 2019? I don't even remember. No, 2020. first one since her accident in 2020. X Factor is what I got. Can afford much more. Nice. Ryan Berger. So we're gonna debunk everything, whether it's true or not. Everybody, I promise. 93 people in here, 100 likes. I greatly appreciate. So we'll go into this now since everybody's talking about it. This is her latest release. So we're gonna see, is she a victim of crypto theft, or is it something more? I'll tell you right now, the one thing I don't like is the way her demeanor is. If this was me, I would not be smiling. That's number one. Yes, Gemini listed XRP, but right now, from what I've seen, unless they have now formally listed it to be bought, you can only deposit it right now, your XRP, from another wallet or another exchange, but you can't actually buy it on Gemini yet. They're adding liquidity pools. I don't know if that's current still, as that was from 2 hours ago, but let's watch her right now, because this is something we need to know. Is she telling the truth, or is she trying to make a little bit of money here on social media? Because she only had 1,000 followers here. No problem, Mark. You don't have to stay to watch it. You can call it utter trash, but see, that's the thing. You're basing it on emotion. Me, I would rather have all the information in front of me, so if somebody's talking about it, or if something happens, I know what's going on. I don't want to be left out in the cold. I don't think it's utter trash. I think if she's lying, we need to know. If she's lying, I want to know. And I need to watch her videos to know. So far, 3 things I don't like. Third party. She wasn't upfront with the fact that it was a third-party purchase in the first video and had to do it after being called out. Second thing, she's much too smiley to start this video. And I know that's just a perspective of me, but we're going to watch this, and if you don't appreciate it, that's okay. At first, they were speculating it was like 7,000 total XRP, but now she's saying several thousand, so who knows. But still, I wouldn't be smiling at all. If they took 1,000 XRP from me, I'd be pissed, and I'd be fighting a lot harder.
Yo. What's up, everyone?
That's what I'm saying. She definitely seems like that. So here we go. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're going to debunk this.
I just bought this new microphone because I've seen the comments, and I understand not everybody was able to hear me well.
Does it?
That's why I bought this mic, so I hope that problem is solved. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for their support.
Crypto Scrooge, it's going right. But right now, we're just trying to see if she's even legitimate at all. So far, we've had issues. We've had issues with the fact that she did buy the ledger on a third party, and she didn't come forward with that initially. I don't necessarily like the fact that she's smiling and yada yada yada. But we need to we want to discredit her if we have to, but we have to get all the information. Right now, I just don't already like the start. It could very well be clickbait, but I'm looking deeper than that. I'm seeing the ledger's reaction and to see if they're up front. And I want to see if the ledger comes out on top of this and says, hey, the reason we're not dealing with her is we told you, don't use third-party software. So that's what I'm trying to see. We'll see if she's legitimate or not. And then we're going back to the chart.
I didn't expect that I will get so much support from everyone. I also had a lot of emails. And
this video just came out 3.5 hours ago. That's why we're playing it as a community. Some people are pissed that I'm playing it, but so be it. I like to get all the information on what's going on.
Also, a lot of people who also said this happened to me as well. And that's why I wanted to, first of all, some people, they said to me, okay, you should open up a GoFundMe page. So I did that. The link is in the description. So that's why I did it. I went.
Okay, see, that's already getting me pissed off. See, this is about the last time I'm going to play her shit. A GoFundMe page, already, I'm done now.
So that's why I want to show everybody, tell everybody what are the correct steps to take if you are a victim of crypto theft. Because crypto, a lot of people have it, but you cannot have an insurance for it, nothing. So if it's gone, it's gone. provide you with information if you ask
Yeah, okay,
one
so
time, two times.
basically she just talked herself out of me even watching too much. So now I'm gonna say that's all bullshit. You don't start doing a GoFundMe account if you're gonna try to have legitimacy. So we know the whole situation now. There you go. That's why I wanted to watch it, to see which angle she was pulling in the new video. I didn't watch it. I was watching it with everybody here. So yeah, no, that's not acceptable. And the $10 donation from earlier. I seen a $10 donation from Peter Pan. Thank you so much. You're welcome for the constant updates. I appreciate you. But you see why we had to watch that together? It's very easy to debunk somebody, and you can always tell when they're getting into the fame, because now to have a GoFundMe page, that's ridiculous. So there you go. You no longer have to put any stock into what she's saying now. Once they go down the victim route and they do that kind of thing, they show their true colors. So it only took 3 or 4 videos to figure out from point 1 to from A to F to Z, straight debunked now. So if anybody asks me, I'm going to say she's full of shit. This was absolutely, but this is what we've talked about. We have to debunk it. We have to debunk it to see if it's true. Now, anybody who's going to give that credit, we can say, hey, we've literally done our homework. We watched her videos, and we watched her transition from, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, and she had a sympathetic tone, to all of a sudden, now she's got a GoFundMe page, and she's all smiles and has a new microphone. Eat shit. That's a bunch of bull crap. And honestly, for anybody who's actually gotten hacked, or anybody who's actually lost their stuff, she should go eat shit. Excuse my French. And like for me, everybody says, well, Tom, you just lost viewers. Yeah, we had 106 people, and I'm sure it went down 82, but I like to have all the information. I want to have all the information so that if she talks in the future, I don't have to listen to her. So we gave her 37 seconds of our time and realized today that she literally jumped the shark. She's the definition of jumping the shark, and that's actually embarrassing. And you know, you seep what you sow. XRP airdrop her, exactly, sir. Messy, we need her XRP address. Yeah, seen. It is totally clear. I agree with you 100%. And now the ledger, that's what I was saying. Remember what my other angle was. It wasn't just to see how the ledger reacted because of what she said. I said, is the ledger going to go after her as well during this whole thing if it turns out she's full of shit? That's the other reason you need to watch this. It's not just her word against the ledger. Now it's the ledger who can take prompt action. If she's literally making this up, this doesn't go well for her. The ledger has a lot more attorneys. But then again, what she's doing right now, who's to say that it isn't a hit piece now? Let's put some more FUD into the air. And at first, you can't just say it's FUD. And the first video, she didn't talk about the third party until she got called out. Then we said, hey, you know, this is sus a little bit here, because now she's talking about a third party supplier, right? But, you know, now by the third video, we were like, you know, this doesn't seem right. And I was done with her. I was ready to be done. But now when you look at the fourth video, you can clearly see it's all a dog and pony show. To put a GoFundMe out and to say people have been donating. Oh, now we know how she bought her damn mic. But yeah, I would rather have subscribers that actually know what's going on and are legitimate than faking and tricking. I mean, come on now. No screenshot, no nothing. And at first she was hiding behind the fact that it was an illegal standing, or because of legalities. But after today's showing, I mean, she just basically lost all support that anybody would ever give her. You can't say I have a GoFundMe account because everybody's telling me to have one. Okay? So did you come out and say that your ledger was hacked because everybody told you to say it? Or because you wanted to get a few more subscribers? I mean, she went from 1,000 subscribers to over 2,500 since she started talking about it. So, I mean, it seems like an attention grab, especially. That rubs me the wrong way. So, No, you cannot fix stupid, but that's all the attention we're going to give to that. But at least now we know we can debunk her. The XRP Future Millionaire says, debunked. And as my viewers in the UK and across the other side of the pond would say, she's a cunt. And I was offended when the UK viewers called me it the first time. Yes, in the USA, being called a cunt is very disrespectful. But the first time you guys called me it, I was like, what? And I was being called it from the women in the audience. So, you know, that's a big learning curve for me when I first started on here 2 years ago. My God, my mom would cut my tongue out if I said that. Hut mit Purin. I don't know what that means. But I'm assuming I can figure it out. So, in the 3-hour time frame, everybody, looks like we're starting to reverse a little bit as well. Yeah, see? All I know is that's a hit job, and that's been debunked. That's a hit piece. The whole GoFundMe thing. Well, at least we only had to listen to 37 seconds of video 4. So, this audience is awesome. Oh my goodness. On the 30-minute time frame, though, we're continuing to push up with some pressure. The only problem is we got no volume to speak of here. 141,000, oof. 143. A little more in this 30-minute, 147. Something. This is clearly a long-legged doji here in the 30-minute, which is an indecisive candle move. So now we're trying to see. So, if anybody's still left, oh! Wow, we got back up to 103 people. See, all we had to do was stop talking about her. 114 likes. I would tell you to hit the like button, but we're clearly doing that. I can't believe there's 103 people here right now. Awesome. I know it is. George C, isn't that just convenient? Just convenient that it would be XRP. Do you have a community group or something I could join? I do have a Telegram, but I only created that for members of Tom's Army. I didn't even want to create a Telegram, but I had a Discord that, you know, people hack and do whatever, so I got rid of it. And then everybody who showed me the support for joining Tom's Army, I created a Telegram for anybody who's in Tom's Army because I didn't want it to be spammed. But I didn't create the Telegram until we had like 100 and something people in Tom's Army. So I figured it would be a way for everybody to talk, but I can't risk the fact that they can get spammed. So that's why I keep it conditional. But other than that, no. I don't have anything. We just talk here on the lives. We talk in the comments. See, that's the other difference. If you're new here, I actually talk in the comments on my videos. And I get rid of the spam so you don't have to listen to all the bull crap. So what do we think is going to happen here? It's 2:51 p.m. We're approaching an hour here. I think it's been a very good live. We got the debunk information. We got to see what's going on here with XRP. We talked about HBAR, but right now, while we're discussing, when I asked you the question about XRP, we're going to look at algo, and we're going to buy our weekly purchase of algo from Winning Wednesdays yesterday. So if you're joining me on Winning Wednesdays, this is our 4th annual purchase, no, 5th purchase of algo at $75, no, 4th purchase at $75 a piece. Right now, and this is Winning Wednesdays, it's Thursday, but I didn't have any kind of service yesterday. It went out on me when I was going to do Winning Wednesdays, and I didn't get it back until early AM where I was staying. So now I'm back home, so we don't have that problem. So with algo, we have done 75. So this will be our 5th purchase of algo, I think. No, 4th purchase. 4th purchase of algo. We have 2,015 tokens bought. Well, algo we're buying right now, we're buying on Winning Wednesdays. So I'm doing it over a series of time at $75 a week until we hit 10,000 tokens. It's down 96% from the 2022 swing high at about, what was it, $2.85 roughly. So this was the formation I wanted to buy it. Right now we have an average price of about $10.9. It's going to go up a little bit after this. maybe it's a little higher than that. So I'm going to buy the $75 right now. So $75, let me set this up. $75 will buy you 647.3 tokens right now. So we're going to hit preview trade. We're going to hit confirm trade. There's a 99-cent fee on uphold for small purchases, but I only do 75 either way. Michael, the way you do it is perfect. Change nothing. That's what happened to the others. Thank you. Nope. I'm not changing nothing. I told you. The only way you would realize that I'm actually the person that I said is when I get, if I do, and I predicted that I would get a little bit bigger here when I first started, but the only way you would actually know if I was telling the truth is when I got bigger, if I would act the same. And now we just went over 18,000 subscribers yesterday, picking up 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. From 2 Wednesdays ago to yesterday, we picked up 1,000 subscribers to break 18,000 yesterday night, late last night. So we made our purchase. We now have 2,663 algo. Our average now is a 0.11327, and that's with, you know, the higher fees and whatever. So that's what we have. This is our most recent purchase, and we have 2,663 algo as a community. We're now 26.63%. I appreciate that, Miss Vicky. TI, welcome in. Welcome to all the XRP future millionaires. So now, on FOMO Fridays tomorrow, we'll be doing Casper. We currently have 5,056 Casper. We've done 4 purchases on FOMO Fridays. We're trying to get to 10,000 of Casper as well. So I expect to see each and every one of you here tomorrow on FOMO Fridays during the live. Today we're doing Algo. As Algo is firmly back into the the first tier breakout, we need to get above this first tier and hold to ultimately try to push out to 12.9, 13 cent area. But this is the first tier breakout as we broke out. Now we're consolidating. If we hold this attempt on the 4 hourly, we'll complete this golden cross as we're dangerously close to doing now. If we break up here to about 11.3 and hold, and then have a nice move up in the next 2 or 3 4-hour candles, we very well could be pushing that golden cross in the 4 hourly. So I want to thank everybody who participated in on Winning Wednesdays. Greatly appreciated so much. 94 people still here, 122 likes. So that's Algo. So that's what we're looking at for the short term in Algo. On the XRP market cap, let me get back to the comments here as we just finished off our Winning Wednesdays, and I could not be happier. $75 on Binance, 666 algos. Awesome. Isn't it late to buy some algo? No, it's not late. It's not late. Algo, we're trying to buy the formation. Algo is down 96%. I think it's a great buy. I started buying this. We were going to buy it. Remember, everybody? We were going to buy algo up here at 22.18. And then we decided to go with H-bar. Remember, I said the formation was better in H-bar. Algo was in a descending triangle. So I thought we could buy it on the bottom half of the descending triangle. It worked out perfectly. We literally got to buy the H-bar for our FOMO Fridays. It could not have worked out any better. We bought this formation in May instead of buying algo. So we'll tap algo back in May. We'll see what it was at. We bought this formation. Now it's breaking out. We got to stop buying it around here. So it worked out very well. Now algo back in May was looking a little bit different compared to where we are now. How far back were we? Yeah, see, algo's way back. If we would have bought algo in May, we would have been buying it in this formation. We would have been buying it within this formation. Right now, even if you bought it at the top of 17, we'd be down 35% right now. It would have been a terrible job. So we bought H-bar instead because we had to make an educated and informed decision. And we bought H-bar at the exact formation. Now, if we would have bought H-bar now, it could have got dicey. But we don't know. These could always break down. So in conclusion, because I got to go, and we'll be back at 7:07 or 7:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a normal live. But I do have to go. Got to go take care of my son. But in conclusion, XRP market cap. So if you want to hit the subscribe button, if you want to send a YouTube super chat, if you want to join Tom's Army, if you just want to share the content, or just say hi to me, now would be the time to do it before I have to leave. I've had a lot of people asked me about the exchanges I use. You already know I'll pulled. The only other one that I would show you is FEMX. And the only reason for that is because it didn't go down during the 95% pump. And it's another on-off ramp, and you don't need a VPN in the USA. And you can do no KYC, and you can do up to 50,000 a day from exchange to exchange. So I'm just going to share this. If you want to click on it, you can. It's up to you, but give yourself all the ability to get on and off in case there's a high time of volatility. So right now, look at here, even on the market cap, in the 4 hourly, we have a Dragonfly Doji forming. This looks like a bullish formation here, possibly. This is a Dragonfly Doji, ladies and gentlemen. This means there's more buyers than sellers in this candle. That means we could be reversing it. We might not come all the way back down here. We'll see. We'll see how this candle plays out. There's still an hour. Looks like a Dragonfly Doji here. So we'll see if this is going to start moving up. This looks kind of like a gravestone. I don't know. It's in between here. So we'll see. Fresh XRP update back to 55.60 cents or up only. Well, that's what we're trying to debate here, Prosperity. That's what we're trying to debate here. I'll give you a fresh update on the way out. But this is the total crypto market cap, or the total market cap of XRP. So if this were to break down, you'd come back to the ascending triangle. But this still has support. And the fact to put a Dragonfly Doji here in the 4 hourly could be signifying a pattern reversal here back up. With XRP, same thing, that Dragonfly Doji, as we talked about earlier in the 4 hourly, this could be signifying a reversal here. Otherwise, if we get rejected, 613 would be the key, Prosperity, on the way out here, because I got to go. But if we do get rejected, if we were to break down the channel at 6133, I think if 585 could hold. But as you know, if we have all this new support to break down farther, I think you'd be more likely to tap that 55 cent, that ascending triangle breakout, or this formation breakout, and you might be tapping 55 cent Prosperity Fund if you were to break down. So that's what I'm looking at, everybody. That's what I'm looking at. Diaz, thank you for your time and knowledge, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I really appreciate that, Diaz. How many people are still with us here at the end? 100? Holy moly. Well, everybody, if you're appreciating this, join me at the normal time at 7:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that we can continue the conversation. I greatly appreciate all of you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and at least hit the like button, which we've already done. We have 132 likes with everybody here. Thank you so much. The dojis it's not that they're rare, but the reason I talk about dojis, I told you. I release stuff when I find it the best time to educate. And yesterday, we just so happened to have two different kind of dojis form in the daily and the weekly. As you can see in the weekly, we can see in the 4 hourly, we have different ones. On Bitcoin was the weekly. But, well, actually, no, on XRP we had it as well in the last weekly. It's just, I started talking about the dojis more because a lot more people are grasping the information. And I felt that this was a good time to expand on the database. I started with the head and shoulders formation. We worked on the wedges. Then we got into the support resistances. I don't do Fibonacci's. I don't do anything like that. So everything I do is so you can see it on the chart and eyeing it. It gives you a hint of what's to come. We talk about channels. We talk about the inverted head and shoulders patterns. We talked about the broadening wedges even. We've talked about a lot of things. I just haven't divulged into the dojis. And I thought it was a good time the last couple days to talk about it just because of the formation. So when I feel like more and more people are grasping, I move on to the next piece of terminology. That's why for about 2 months ago, you heard a lot about liquidity and consolidation. And now I'm trying to talk more about the demand zone with everybody. And also about the supply and demand zone and the dojis. And yeah, you're going to hear a lot more about it because now, when you see it forming, you're going to know. A Dragonfly Doji like this setup right here looks like a top-heavy cross is what it looks like. A normal-looking cross, like if you have a cross in the middle where you have equal length on each side, being shadowed on each side, is a long leg doji. Or a gravestone doji looks like this, except bottom-heavy, and it's more bearish. So, for these, this means we have more top-heavy pressure. That means we have more buyers and sellers in this area on this candle. That's all. Doesn't mean it's going to break out. It just means if we get a confirmation candle here with some volume, it very well could mean we could push back up here. We don't know if it just means a rejection here at 641 or if it means a rejection back up at 67 cents. But ultimately, if you're watching, you have to break 67 cents and hold for this short-term bias to go from bearish to bullish. Otherwise, if we get rejected as we have already at 641 and this pushes down and this is just a fake out here on the 4-hourly, which is possible, your next step would be 613, which is the broadening wedge support after the breakout. I just don't have it on here because it gets messy. Then we would have the double top formation at 585. And then after that, you have the ascending triangle formation that we broke out of at 552 approximately. That would only happen if the XRP market cap tanked and you had to retest the ascending triangle breakout. And if you see the XRP market cap dipping down, well, the 28.5 billion could lead you down to that area. As it's starting to rain, everybody, I'm going to end this. Positivity over negativity. I thank everybody who turned into this live. It was a spectacular one, 140 likes, an hour and 5 minutes in. Thank you so much, everybody. And the handle is forming very beautifully, Jared, on that cup and handle. Hopefully, I'll see everybody at 7:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time approximately. Stay blessed, everybody, and I thank you.